will state this, I was a little confused when I was reading this part, so I'm not really sure what it was. But when the main character was visiting his father's side of the family, they'd given him the idea to collect plants and, sooner or later gets bees involved or bees themselves. But they tell him either one of these things because, again, bees will help him down the line and then he will get honey out of it too. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So I'm not sure if it's plants that will sooner or later drive bees to his location or get the bees himself. But they tell him where to go get this thing, but I'm not sure which one it was. So when he left his father's home, his brother had gifted him money. Now, the main character didn't assume it was a big amount of money, thought it was just chump change until he gets there. And it's been a while since he arrived before he checks the bag of money his brother gifted him, and inside is like 18 gold agates. And he's utterly surprised by this. The main character realizes his brother got each agate for his birthday over the years. His brother is 18, and he's shocked by this. This is his brother's life-saving money, his, worth. He is very shocked that his brother, who he hadn't known about all these years, had gifted him his money. So he's shocked and decides that he's going to treat his brother well these years. He's going to give the brother the same amount of treatment and care his brother had gifted him by giving him this money. So yes, he's going to be treating his brother good afterwards. Another thing the main character plans to do to fix the water issue is building a water well. He had created a blueprint from the several little books he's been reading, and a master finds out about his blueprint, is very much shocked, and that there are still issues with the blueprint, but the master takes it and runs with it. Basically, the master fixes the blueprint, where it's a way that it will actually work. He also finds people to build and work the water wheel for the main character, and the main character's looking at him, and this is before the main character found the 18 agates from his brother. So he's like, how am I going to pay for these people? Because again, the master and these people the master found assumes the main character has his father's money and his family's money, so there won't be an issue for the main character to cash out, and they think the main character's just being a little bit stingy, when in actuality the main character's kind of broke, because again, the main character doesn't want to go to his father, because again, his father's still upset over those 3 years the main character wasted away his money, and the main character's also really upset over those years the main character wasted away money, because if he knew he was going to be in a situation like this, he wouldn't have spent his money like it was water. And now he's in a dire situation because, again, he doesn't know how money works, really, and how life truly is until now he's stuck in this situation. He sees how much money just goes away, how fast it disappears, and how slowly it comes in. So, yes, he's trying to save money because, again, he's not found more people to rent out the land to. And the land is not bringing him any money, so he's just losing money. And now he has to pay these people to build the water wheel. But the master, surprisingly, is also doing this himself for free, or he's going to help pay for the cost for the water wheel himself. But he still wants the main character to house and feed and, have a party before and after the water wheel is done with. He still wants the main character to take care of the people he brought in, but he himself is going to help pay for the cost. So I like that part. So the main character's maternal family's business has basically kind of gone pits down. It's in debt, there's issues and problems all around. And the main character finds that a little suspicious, and the only reason why this business has still gone around is because the main character's father is sending them money and gifts to keep it running, keep it flowing. But it's also because of his father's business that this business keeps dropping. Like, there was issues back when the main character's mother was alive from his father's business. And again, it was because of the mother's family's business and the mother's decisions making that his father's business even thrived in the get-go. It's one reason why the father nowadays is taking care of the main character's maternal family and their business. But now the business is basically a money-eating business. It's just money just disappears. And the little maternal uncle is trying to convince the older maternal uncle to make wiser, better decisions, and this man is stuck in his ways. It doesn't also help that this man's wife is stuck in her ways and fights and argues with anyone who tries to go against her. So yes, this family is a mess. There is issues and problems, but again, it's very suspicious in the main character's opinion that his family's business, specifically his maternal family's business, has gone under the way it has. The main character's stepmother had tried convincing the main character's father to marry the main character out of the family, to a new business, so his little grubby hands won't be any near the family business. I am not kidding, she wanted to do this, and his father put his foot down specifically because, again, the main character has an elder brother, and it is wiser to marry off the elder brother before you marry off the second son, because, again, it will be disrespectful to the eldest son. If the main character was still seen as the eldest son, typically, as the heir, as the chosen child, the main character would have been the one married off. But because he made his eldest son the official eldest son, because again, he's born first, but because the main character was from the first wife, the original first wife, his first married wife, the main character is seen as the eldest son, even if his brother was born first. But because he married his second wife and made her son his eldest son of the first wife, it's a little confusing. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm doing a terrible job at it. But yes, because he made his eldest son the official eldest son and seen and respected in the status of eldest son, he has to marry his eldest son first off, which again displeases his new wife. But hey, woman, if you wanted your son to be seen as the eldest son because he is the eldest son, but because he was born out of wedlock and not born even to a concubine, your husband had to cross a lot of lines and jump a lot of hoops to make him the eldest son. You have to deal with the fact your son got to be married first before you can marry the main character out. I confused myself, and I probably confused you guys too, but that's the best I could explain it. The main character's little maternal uncle also brings up marriage and tells the main character he sooner or later gets to get married, because again, in this time period, you usually were married off for very young, and again, the main character's only 15, but at this time period, it was very common to be married at 15 and run and own your own business at 15, because at 15 you were technically an adult. And the main character's like, no. And his uncle goes, is it because you're gay now? Did you go up in the Capitol and they turned you gay? And the main character goes, if anyone turned me gay, it was you. And I'm like, whoa. Is the little maternal uncle gay? And then little maternal uncle looks at him and goes, at least sooner or later get married. Don't waste your life away and not get married. And I'm like, are you married? I'm not sure, because I'm a little confused when it comes to the main character's family situation. Is this dude married or not? Because he can't go judging the main character for not being married when he himself is not married. Or he can't judge the main character for not marrying at 15 when he himself hadn't married that young. Like, you can't go judging someone for a lifestyle that you yourself is not doing. It's the truth. One thing that had me kicking my feet was the main character telling the male lead. The male lead deals with the stuff outside and he will deal with the household, meaning he deals with the finances, the people working in and out of his house. Like, he has complete reign and control of everything, not just like the cooking or cleaning, because again, the main character does not do the cooking. The male lead does the cooking. But anything that is dealt in the household that needs to be taken care of the household, the main character does that, because that was in the past a high-ranking wife would do. The high-ranking wife had complete and control over the household. And when it came to the servants in the household, that's why when his stepmother becomes the official head wife, she was able to change out all the servants and change out the main character's room and give it to her son, because again, the wife has control over the household and how the household is arranged and what servants will or will not work at home. I love this. I love how the main character knows he's the wife and the male lead is the husband and calls himself husband and wife. Like,